Blessed be everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. Today I'm going to make some goddess oil. So you can use this oil to anoint yourself, to connect you to the goddess energy, or you can use it as an offering, use it on spell candles, use it wherever you would use oils to connect to the goddess within yourself or to the goddess within the all and nature. But before we dive into that, I'm Sandra from MysteryWitchSchool.com, author of Crafting Your Wiccan Path. And if you want to know more about Wicca, witchcraft, shadow work and tarot and blending oils, hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so that you don't miss any videos. And if you want to know where to start your witchcraft practice but you haven't got any idea, or you've just tried to start for a while and you just keep getting off your broomstick and getting back on again and off again and on again, then take a look at my free video, How to Start Your Witchcraft Practice. The link is in the description field below this video. This goddess oil recipe is just one of many recipes you can use to connect to the goddess. In this recipe, I'm using jasmine and rose as middle notes, lemon as a top note, and cedar oil as a base note. But you can experiment with your own oils to see what works for you or what doesn't. I like to work with the notes of the perfume, the base, the middle and the top, when I'm doing oils for ritual, only because it just sort of helps with that perfume thing, and the scent is quite important when you're dealing with ritual. With spell work, I guess it doesn't matter so much about what it actually smells like, because it's actually the connection of the correspondences of the oils that are actually helping out there. So you don't need to be so concerned about, do you have a base note or a top note? Just work with the oils that work with the magic. And you can do the same with ritual too, of course. I just like to work with the lower notes, or the scents that tend to last the longest, and the middle ones, which are often your florals, and then the top ones, which are often your citrusy type of oils. So in this blend, I'm going to start at the bottom with the base note, which is actually my cedar oil here. And the oil of cedar is to just feel into the earth, feel into that energy of Mother Earth. So when we're working with the goddess, of course, we're working with the goddess in her earth energy too, as well as lunar energies. So cedar oil, Mother Earth. And with the cedar oil, I'm just doing 3 drops of cedar oil. Then I'm going to use the middle notes, which are your florals, which are your rose and your jasmine. Rose is such a beautiful oil. It is the oil of love and friendship. It's got a strong healing aspect to it too, because it's got that sense of love, and love is such a healing energy. So just quite more drops of rose. I'm going to do 5 drops of rose, rose for love. And the jasmine is the connection with the lunar energies, so the lunar aspects of the goddess. So I'm just going to do 3 of the jasmine. And jasmine takes a little bit longer to come out of the bottle because it is actually a thicker oil than the rose. The rose, of course, is a blend, because rose oil is so expensive as a neat oil. It's almost, you have to be pretty wealthy to be able to get hold of it. And the last is the lemon oil. The lemon oil just gives it that tang of a scent as a top note, and also I think of lemons as like a fruit. So when we're working with the goddess energy, I'm thinking of that, you know, the fruits and the flowers. So lemon oil as the fruits. And I'm only going to put in 3 drops of the lemon oil as well. Blend them together. If you live in the southern hemisphere, do it anti-clockwise. If you're in the northern hemisphere, blend clockwise. And just focus on your connection to the goddess energy as you're blending your oils. Okay, and that's your goddess oil. So Beautiful oil. You could bottle this up by maybe blending it in with a carrier oil such as an almond oil, which is perfect as a goddess oil because almonds connected to the moon as well. Or you could use grapeseed oil. It's a bit thicker and it probably would go rancid faster than the almond oil, but you can certainly use that. You can use olive oil. Olive oil does have a scent to it, so maybe use the light olive oil if you're going to use that as a carrier oil, or any of your vegetable oils you could also use as your carrier. And that's it. That's your goddess oil. Anoint yourself. To anoint yourself, this is the traditional way I learnt anyway. There's probably many ways you can anoint yourself. This is just the one that I know because this is the one that we did. So when we'd go into a circle, there would be either the high priestess or the high priest would do it, or the man in black or the coven maiden would do it. And that is, they would anoint you with oil before you would walk into the circle. And they'd anoint here at the third eye. They'd anoint at the pulse points of both wrists. And they'd anoint your feet as well. So it'd just be a cross, just an equal armed cross to represent the elements. So it'd be the third eye cross, palms of the hands of the pulse point cross, and then the top of the top of your feet with the equal armed cross as well. And that would be a way of anointing yourself to make yourself, I guess, sacred to walk into the circle and to connect to the energy of the oils when you walk into a circle. So you could do that use this as an anointing oil if you're doing any lunar magic or any work with a particular goddess, for example, and use it as an anointing oil too. If you want to learn witchcraft with me, you can certainly do that. I teach witchcraft. I have a 12-month course. It is called Mystery Witch School 101 Academy, where you will learn how to practice the craft. And this is to connect you not just with magic and those normal witchery things like candle magic and working for protection and prosperity. It's also to connect you with yourself as well, and to walk this path as a spiritual practice, as a connected practice to yourself and to your inner god and goddess and to nature as well. So if you're interested in that, the link is in the description field below this video. If you like the video, hit the like button, share it with your friends. Don't forget to subscribe. I am Sandra from mysterywitchschool.com. Blessed be.